Hey guys, this is Lisa with your weekly Lyrical Aspirations Inspirational Message. So today I want to talk about positive living. How can we do this successfully? So the first thing I want us to think about is a quote by Sean Covey, which is, "We become what we repeatedly do." So again, we become what we repeatedly do. So I'm going to go over a couple of things that you could do regularly, and it's just a few, to actually enhance the positivity that is within your life. So, the very first thing that I want us to understand is that we don't live in a world that promotes positivity. We live in a world that we have to locate positivity. Negativity, oh child, it's on every corner, ain't it? It's everywhere. Negativity is something that some people thrive off of. So, how can we thrive off of positivity in a negative world? I'm going to go over about 5 or 6 things that we can do to live more positively, but I want you to understand that there are so many more things out there. And I encourage you to do a little bit of research on how you can live a more positive life. So, the very first thing that I want to talk about as far as living positively is something that I stress on a regular basis, and that is you must surround yourself with people who are positive and loving. Too many times we surround ourselves with people that have energies that are not aligned to either our current energy or the energy in which we want to have. It is very important that we surround ourselves with people that are enhancing and moving us towards that energy feeling that we really want to have inside of us. And it's important that we understand that we surround ourselves with people both in person and online that have these characteristics that we want to mirror. So don't think that it's just people in your immediate circle. Guys, if you are following people on Facebook or social media that have this tendency to consistently be negative, you're surrounding yourself with negativity, but then aiming or wanting to be positive. There's a conflict there, and you need to make sure that you have positive people and loving people if you want your life to be more positive and more loving. The next thing that we can do, man, I don't think that we do this enough in this world. Maybe some people do it a lot better than others, and that is we must get out into nature. Go outside and understand that there is power in the sun. Now, I don't mean go out there and stay all day, burn up, and get blisters and all of that. Don't get me wrong, but there is positivity and power in the sun. So when you go out into it on a regular basis, and it doesn't have to be extreme. I'm not asking you to go out for 2 hours a day and run around in this heat, especially not where I stay. It's hot all the time. So, what I'm saying is just make sure that you go out on a regular basis into nature. Now, that could be find a nature trail in your area that you can go walking on, or maybe even riding your bike on. Or perhaps maybe after dinner, you just go for a quick 5, 10, 15-minute walk outside. Whatever it is, implement it. Get outside more. Make sure that you are getting that fresh air that's out there waiting to come into your lungs. That is how you can start to change your view on things. Now, what's something else that you can do? And this is one thing that I actually can say that I do pretty well, and that is you must do something for yourself regularly that you enjoy. Now, for me, I tend to find different things that I can do, but I also find that it is very beneficial that every time that I get paid, that I buy myself something, even if it's something small. Maybe it's a class that I want to take, whatever it is, but make sure that you're doing something that you enjoy on a regular basis. If you enjoy painting, make sure that you're going out and doing things that will allow you to do painting. If you enjoy working out, then maybe join a gym, maybe join a boxing club gym or something. I don't know. Just do something different that you enjoy on a regular basis and make sure you're doing it for you. Now, the next thing that you have to do, oh man, this was a challenge, especially depending on what type of a job you have or lifestyle you have, and that is you have to stay active and exercise more. I understand that when we get off work, man, we might be tired. We don't want to get up. We just want to sit down, maybe eat, veg out, watch TV. I get that. But make sure that you're implementing exercise at some point in your life on a regular basis. Stay active. The moment that you get up and you go do something, even if it is a 5 or 10 minute walk outside, I promise you, those endorphins are going to get released and you are going to feel more positive instantaneously. This is like an instant feeling of positivity. So make sure that you're staying active. It doesn't have to be extreme, but just make sure that you're staying active in some way. Now, another thing that you can do, I can't stress this one enough because a lot of times I don't think we realize that the power of positivity is sometimes related to the power of expansion mentally. And so, what you want to do is you want to learn something new on a regular basis. Now, I don't mean go out here and learn quantum physics overnight. I mean, let's be realistic, but learn something new on a regular basis. Challenge yourself to learn something new. If you don't know a particular language and you really want to know it, guys, there's tons of apps out here that'll help you do that. If you want to learn an instrument, how to play one, there are tons of videos out here, tutorial videos that'll help you do that. There is too much information in our world to not be expanding and evolving our minds and what we know and what we are accustomed to doing. Now, the last thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about living positively, and this one is more just, it's kind of a mental thing, right? Sometimes we have to trick our brain out until we get to that level of positivity where our positivity cannot be shaken. And so a lot of times people will make to-do lists. And those are great. They keep us focused, they keep us on point, they keep us on target, help us not forget what we actually need to get done. But don't just stop at a to-do list. See, a to-do list requires you to cross it off when you get done. Make a to-done list so that every week or every day you can look at it and feel accomplished. And you can look at it and say, wow, I didn't even realize I got all of these things done this week. And then the next week, you may challenge yourself to get even more things done and be even more productive and more efficient with your time. So make sure that you're making a list that doesn't have things crossed off. If you did those things, don't cross them off. You took the time out and you put the energy in to complete the things on your to-do list. So why not add them to a to-done list so that you can celebrate them later? And with that said, guys, I want you to go out here, make this a beautiful, positive, and amazing week, and make sure that you come back and check me out next week.